Good evening. I'm Matt, and this is Ansley, and we are so excited that you're here to learn more about Cornerstone Children's Home and the kids that are over there. We had the incredible opportunity to spend 2 months this summer living at the Children's Home, and we want to share a little bit about some of the ways that we saw while we were there that a building would provide a benefit to those kids. And I get to spend a lot of time thinking about the health of the kids and helping to care for their medical needs while I was there. And there are several things that I saw. One was malaria, which is rampant in that community. And in the last year, there were over 50 cases of malaria among these kids. And I think a lot of that has to do with the living conditions they have right now. They're in these large open tucles, and it's hard to get bed nets set up properly. I think if they were in smaller rooms with bunk beds, they'd have a much better opportunity to have better protection for malaria. There's also the problem of just infections that spread from kid to kid when they're crowded in these big rooms. There was one tucle where 18 kids were living together, which is very crowded and makes it easier for one kid to get sick and pass it on to the next, Also, some of the tucles actually had rats and other infestations in it, which just aren't good for the kids, and could be alleviated by having a building that is completed where they can all stay. We also noticed some safety concerns while we were there. There would be times when the people from the community, mostly drunk, would wander on to the compound, and when the kids are kind of all spread out, it kind of poses a dangerous situation. And I think having all the kids in one place where they have adult supervision will provide some safety for them, and also help keep them monitored and help make sure that they're on the compound when they need to be. Angela?
Yeah. Another thing that I was thinking about is when I was growing up, it was really important for my family to be able to sit down and eat dinner together every night. And I think that's one of the things that these kids are missing out on just by sitting around everywhere on the ground and eating their food. This place would offer a space for them to sit down and not only eat with one another, but also with the people who are taking care of them, with their parents. And I just think that's a really wonderful thing to be able to allow these kids to do. Also, as far as education goes, we'll have a study room there on the compound with resource books and just a nice quiet area for them to be able to sit and study, so they're not having to crowd around a little light. It might be easier for them to have electricity or some kind of light in that room to study in the late hours or wake up early and do that. And also, I know some people may say this is not a necessity. This may not be something that the kids need in order to survive, and that may be true. But really what we're trying to do is help these kids to thrive and really to grow in their relationship with God, grow in their education, and just really have a family atmosphere there. So when you're giving to this place, it's not as if you're giving to a hopeless cause that's never going to change. The Lord has His hand on Cornerstone Children's Home. We truly believe that. And so we really just want to encourage you to be praying about that and know that your money is going towards something that is really making a difference in a place that is really changing these kids.
And we grew to love these kids, and one of the coolest parts about finishing this building will be in the face of everything that they've faced and all the struggles that they've had in their lives. This would be another example of Christ's love and our love and your love to them. So we thank you for being a part of it.
Thanks, and God bless.